good with sword. The Doom you should hold on. You are weak to sword, but you are also weak to magic. So yeah, so that's good for you. Does anybody else actually use a sword? Is weak to sword? I don't think so. Weak to Grand Greater. You know what? I'll probably give it to Petra or somebody like that. You know what? Let's do this. Give it to Annette. Yeah. Annette is good against sword and archer now. Relieve the clean up matter in the royal capital and appears the cities doing much less damage than we feared. That's a pity we could not attain the Temptress Cornelia though. One day her presence may plunge Fargus into chaos, now perhaps our Foldland even. My husband is ordinarily from House Matthias, is much grieved by our current predicament. He wishes not to spill the blood of his relatives. That is why I have come in his stead. But to being thrown of that detestful woman and raise an army as a result, what a foolish man my father-in-law is. So like your husband doesn't want to kill his own father, so. So your husband thinks it's a good idea to send his wife to do the dirty work for him. Well, I mean, sure. Guess that's one way to go. Okay. I think there's nothing else I can do. Among the Western Lords, Count Dadhouse was the closest to us in the Central Church. I might not exactly be their intention to make enemy of us. You're also finding it quite painful to have to fight them. Sure. Felix, I wish to speak with you about the part of the Dusk Vanguards being sent to the house for Delius. Do your soldiers have any complaints? I imagine you have thought as well. Some might be dissatisfied, but I don't care if they are. I've already worse ability to fight. Things like where they're from doesn't matter to me. And to that end, there are many competent fighters among the Dusker soldiers, and they all have high morale. They make for good training partners, and we can learn a great deal from their techniques. And what? You got a problem? Speak up. Not at all. I was just thinking that His Majesty must find it reassuring to have a confidant like you. Well, I don't expect to hear that. Whatever. You're free to say what you want. Hold on. Dimitri, what's your class? Are you the... Okay, you're not the Great Lord yet. You're still only the High Lord. I guess you need to wait until part 2, because we're at part 1. I guess you need to wait until part 2 before it can be whatever this is. Alright, that's fine. Pretty sure that's a Great Lord if it's the same as the 3 houses. He says, Your Majesty, as Kingdom Citizen, I'm most grateful to you. Oh, how silly, I forgot to introduce myself. Viscount Berniasis? Yeah, whatever. At your service, wonderful to make your acquaintance. Actually, my younger sister was at the Officers Academy in the same year as you and His Majesty. I suppose that's why I feel some sort of kinship with you. Well, in any case, I was there for like maybe 2 weeks. I'll be praying for your great success. And I guess like everybody else wasn't there that long either. Sure, that is in a precarious position. Speaking with my brother will be no simple matter. That's true. Even if he wants to help us, he can't risk doing anything reckless so long as the other Western nobles have power. Our only option is to steadily gain control or cut down the Western military forces. I believe in your father. I'm certain Uncle Dominic will listen to you if you make your way to him. Do I need Alright, there's nothing I can do.
Don't neglect your daily
Commotion in the capital was subsided for now. I'm glad we're good news for Lady Rhea. Speaking of good news, my former partner has officially signed on to help us. We're going to meet up with her in Arian Road. I can't wait to see her again. So like Arian, we're not going to Arian Road this chapter. So I guess like the next, so Shamir might show up next chapter because Shamir hasn't even shown up yet. The only person who showed up is Catherine and Status and Flame. Alio showed up, but he's on Gerald's side, which is not surprising. Handelman and Manuela, they're just not here. They're missing. The great relief have Dimitri back safe and sound. I have also noticed something about him has changed. I wonder not. I could not necessarily say he's cheerful, but something in his something in his contents appear more at ease. Perhaps his friends encouraged him has made him feel better. I'd like to make more friends myself. Yeah, good luck with that. Who am I talking to? You, alright. Baron Dominic is an incredible good man. His son is dying in the wall. Yeah. He bears the crest of Dominic and receives excellent grade at Officer's Academy. Yeah, he insists on becoming a traveling minstrel. Of all things, he's probably off wondering and wondering he's who are you talking about here? Like, you're talking about a person I never heard of before.
Supplies are the lifeblood of any army. Everything has its use.
You have the killer tome. You have the that one. You have the defender tome. Is this better than the new one I got, or is it worse? Okay, the new one I got is slightly better. Boost Awakening and Boost Adjacent follow-ups. Okay, yeah. Equip that one. I believe thanks in order. You aided in. Your aid in Ferdinand was invaluable. Could not have rescued his majesty alone. Now you know we stake our life in on the fight. Express humility. And I didn't know much. Felix is the one who made the decision to go to the capital. Well, I thank him as well. No, he rewarded my efforts with no amount of courteousness. He muttered something about being preferable to having nightmares about abandoning us. I do wonder where he got the sharp tongue of his. Now let's work together from here on. Move quickly to subdue the west. I heard rumor Felix and father went on good terms. Doesn't appear to be the case, does it? While back, Felix seemed pretty keen on cutting ties with his house. Maybe now he's seated ahead of his family. He understands his father's feeling a little more. Maybe. Who knows? Give me a second. Let me check on something real quick. Alright, I'm back. What you got?
Nothing to report.
Greeting, Commander. Nothing to report. You know, there's some scarred sites in the Church of Ceros, the Western Kingdom. The coast, yeah, I've been to them though. Love to go to the little sacred sightseeing tour once this fight dies down. Maybe you can come with me if you're not busy, I mean. No, thank you. Hey there.
I carry a little of everything.
Give me Oliver Avencio.
Friend. Hope to see you again soon.
I was worried for a while, but I'm relieved there wasn't much damage to the city. We were able to rescue Duke Efron as well with a load of off our shoulders. Oh, great.
Right on.
Today now, we can do something about the west of those problems in the kingdom should settle down. Yeah, I have to wonder what in the world those colonial are playing at. I can think of lots of reasons why the western nobles could oppose his majesty, but her, nothing comes to mind. There's something unsettling about all this. Like, I wonder if one of these days Cornelia is gonna transform into, like, Solon, into somebody else. I'm pretty sure, like, the Cornelia now isn't the Cornelius they're talking about. They remember.
You up for a
I thought she might not have been, but it turns out Cornelia was that lady. As usual, she made a quick escape. Ask how she know Cornelius. What do you mean? How do you know her? Oh, she's the one who caused me so much pain. By the point, doesn't really care. Did he? Are you talking about Dimitri? Did he? We'll take her down. Yeah, you happy gives everybody a weak weird nickname. I just didn't know like she calls Dimitri Diddy. My brother died 6 years ago in tragedy of Dusker. Oh, you're a Dusker general. Are you like an assassin or something? King Dimitri apologized to me personally for it. But all I want for him is to find out the truth about why my brother had to die.
Oh, that's right.
Now that I think about it, I haven't been to the Western Fergus all that much. I'm originally from the Empire. I already had the opportunity to travel where I was church. I always thought I'd like to go someday, but I confess it's not quite what I had in mind. I had thought the kingdom would have represented a more united front against the empire. To be honest, I was quite surprised that such a disturbance could happen in the royal capital. It's a good thing that the kingdom ended up with Arino, I'll tell you that. Manhattan, I'm sure the empire would have marched far into the kingdom territory by now.
Excuse me.
It's pretty tough to get people to band together for a common cause. Each person is their own entities. It means they have different desires and goals. Unifying all those diverse wants and needs under the banner of a single region feels nigh impossible. Just how long are we going to fight against that impossibility? I don't know.
What's up? Perfect.
Oh, really? My father showed up. I guess he was somewhat reliable after all. He's not the type to suddenly spring into action, but I imagine he couldn't let things stand as they were. I mean, the Guardian name was used to spread false information, which put his majesty in danger. I can't say I'm surprised.
Greetings.
There's always some conflict or another going on in Fargus. I'm sure those two are similar, but the same true for Dusker. Not easy to settle dispute between those with different views. What is it, Dimitri? Oh, well, in truth, as so much of last night getting firmly scolded by Felix. Once he got started, he could not stop. We ended up talking through the night, much like the old days. In the end, Dusker came into the Duke came into tent and began arguing with Felix. Crack a joke. Rejoice in your crack a joke. He gave you your dress down, huh? Well, you better leave tonight wide open because I got a list of complaints myself. Pardon? Yes, I understand. Best finish my work while the sun is still high in the case. I'm just pulling your leg. I guess you are the type to take it seriously. In any case, I'm truly sorry I have to worry you, the freckless man I am. Ever told you to no avail. I promise I will walk alongside everyone else moving forward. Cool. Who's this? Ah, you.
Oh,
I'm having a hard time staying in the kingdom so long. The cold is wearing me down. How are the people from Kingdom? Alright, I'm wondering if they are having any rest for enduring the cold. Tell her to just get used. Tell her you're freezing too. Yeah. I think because they were born here, I was raised in that place. Just can't get used to how freezing this place is.
such difficulty.
It's really so simple. I did not have the understanding.
Right.
Your deafness, which a spirit truly thought a sight to behold. I imagine your teacher must have had considerable skill. I actually learned from my family, those in the castle, and a friend who passed away. Is that so? How impressive! I would certainly like to be adept with a spirit as you.
Say you.
Well, I could teach you if you like. I'm sure you could master it quickly. I wouldn't go so far to say to make Glean happy, but at the very least, I would be glad if my skill could be of use to someone else. I do like how you can like see the Dusker soldiers in the camp. Most powerful general in all of Empire is the Minister of Military Affairs, Count Burglees. And the mightiest of the Alliance is Lord Host and the House. Yeah, that. Are we? Can you actually see Holt in the Golden Deer route? That'd be something. I heard Minister of Military Affairs was in command of the Eastern Front. I wonder those two ended up duking it out. They had. I wonder what kind of fight it was. Now that's a brawl. I want to friend of C2. Kitchen Master. Here we go.
Hunger is the true enemy.
Sure. I mean, like, just tell me if you can see him or not. You can see him or not, or
Solid.
tell me if you can see him or and can you use him in a fight. That's all I need to know. Like, doesn't really matter to me if you tell me or not.
This surprise pleases me. How did you know I would have enjoyment of this?
Ah, this is one of my favorites. How did you know?
Tell you the truth, if you tell me now, I'm probably gonna forget the like when the time comes when I play the Golden Deer route. There's like a very high chance I'm gonna forget. Yeah. You get to see and use him. Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, the flavor. Delicious. Would you like some, Your Majesty? Your food is your own to do. Now eat. You deserve the sustenance.
Come back whenever you're hungry.
Care to make yourself useful?